Yo, 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 yo. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's cooking, y'all? Child abduction Amber Alert.
Built.
Okay. Oh, the ceiling! Oh! Why is EGKK Ripperonis? Oh my god, my eye. Allergies. Oh. Okay. No ATC, huh? Okay, well, that's that. Nothing to be done about that. Capitan Martinez. What's up, dude? The ceiling is both up and cooking. What's cooking? The ceiling is cooking. Woo! Might want to call the fire department about that, dog. Time, current time, 3:17. Got it. All right. 2 blah blah blah. Few at 2,700. Weather. Few. Nice. The view is good. Okay. Let's do this flight, shall we? I think I'm ready. I've already done my prep, so we can just run it. Alright, I already did. I planned it. I took the real world flight. I created a flight route from it. So let's do this. Okay. Time to get a flight on. Alright. Come on. When is the video gonna come up? You want to start an air show VA, but I'm not sure I want to jump through the hoops. Yeah, dude, that sounds like a lot of... That does sound like a lot of hoops to jump through. I mean, and they'll still probably make you do everything on training server. Not that I know for sure. I'm not IFRB, so... Bro, why is this thing not connecting? Am I stupid? On! Video! Let there be video! What's happening right now? Oh yeah. Yep, ATC would freak. They'd lose it. Oh lord. Now the video's coming. I'm freezing. It's freezing up. We're freezing up, people. Uh, Alright, now you guys have video. Alright, first of all, let's get the correct filter on. Oh yeah, look at that view. Night filter, baby. Wow, why are we so over encoded right now? I'm like over encoded on some shit. Something's killing me here. Yeah, my shit's freezing up. It's probably Opera's filling me up. Microsoft Windows malicious software removal tool. 10.6% CPU. I don't need that. Get off of my shit. I don't have malicious software, bro. Back out of here. I literally never use this fucking thing. Windows modules installer worker. The fuck is that? Shit's doing some fucking Windows update bullshit. That's what it's doing. So tired of this bullshit. Alright, are we still over encoded? It's not as bad. How do you get night filter on iOS? Well, my device has a thing where in gaming mode it automatically adjusts the color balance and everything and the brightness and contrast and all that shit. So that's what my device does on the screen though. That doesn't pipe through to you guys. That's why I always have to change it from this when I'm flying nighttime to this. This is, I've literally put a filter on OBS, and the filter, it allows me, it's like a chroma key, this and that. Fucking, it's not chroma key, but it's what is it? Remember what it's called. Color correction. I have a color correction effect filter on the source so that you guys get better view. You're gonna do EGKK to, oh yeah, hop in, man. To Itar to Okba. Yeah, on iPad, I don't know exactly how, I don't know, I mean, like, my phone literally has something that, like, adjusts my screen output so that, you know, if I turn gaming mode on or off, it fixes it. Here, I'll show you. So this is, I already showed you what this is with gaming mode on, okay? And this is with gaming mode off. So you can see how much darker it really is. So now, in order to put gaming mode back on, I need to do this. Boom. And now we're back to gaming mode. Big difference. So that's just on the screen though. That doesn't change anything else. Like the output that you guys see. Okay, I can close all of this. Close that, close that. Woo, my phone is heating up. I can feel it. I can feel it. Alright, guys, let's Graphite, you said you're gonna try to hop in here. Hurry up, son. I already did my flight prep. Usually you guys have plenty of time, but I already did my flight prep. So I'll do my initial prep here. Config 3. Well, we can leave it at that for the moment. Okay, let's get my, because I've been doing all these European flights lately. So I literally, you don't get, like in the US, you can pull down the filed flight plan for these flights. And so I usually just use the real world filed flight plan. Can't do that with the European flight plans. Eurocontrol doesn't provide that to FlightAware or whatever. So I literally go and I pull down a spreadsheet that has all of the coordinates that the plane has flown, and then I create a real world flight route based off of that coordinate. So here, let me show you guys again. So the real world flight like had a bunch of coordinates and like a bunch of would have been a bunch of dots like basically along here. I go and I try to match it up to like an actual flight path as best as I can. And then in this case, there were some missing coordinates that I think actually may have been GPS programmed. They might have been actual GPS coordinates. So I had to manually input those. So as you can see, there is a fair amount of complicated planning that is going into things. Also, I should probably take my headset out. I haven't done any of the normal, so you have some time. I haven't done any of the normal prep because I've done all that. I mean, I haven't gotten the aircraft configured yet. I haven't plugged in my headset. Let's do that. Silence for a second. Okay, so that's on. And now let's plug in. Plug this sucker in. Alt V E A. There we go. So we have audio from that. Now, excellent. We can hear everything. I can hear everything now. Alright, so now let's do our prep. Or our configuration. HUD map is set. Flight data config 3. Main battery, start. APU, start. And initial configuration set. Weather and time have already been checked. Weight and balance. Fuel, 16,432 pounds. Crazy how little that feels. That feels like I'm not carrying anything now that I got used to flying the MD-11 Heavy. Passengers are 147. And we need a total payload of 33,810. We're at 24,880. So we need approximately a little under 9,000. So 8,900 and change. There we go. Alright, so the plane has been loaded. We can now do our calibrate. We're flying a generic because this is a code share, so we're not flying our Southwest Airlines livery. Generic Air Europa. And let's do our flight controls check. Rudder check. Elevators checked. Did the ailerons go? Am I blind? Yep, ailerons checked. Interesting. Spoilers.
Landing spoilers extended.
Checked.
Flight spoilers extended. Spoilers retracted.
All right. All right, that should be good. Now let's do our final planning. There's the homie. What's up, homie? Going to Rammstein? You're going to Rammstein? Okay. Let's get... Copy. First we should do this. EGKK. Runway, procedure departure. And we're going to be on the Novma 1X. So it'll be southwest, and there it is. Excuse me. Select. Runway 26 left. 26 right is closed, by the way. So everybody is aware, 26 right is closed. I need to get a haircut again. She. Now we can add this. And now we can go look at LEMD Madrid. And weather is still correct. We'll be on 3-2 left. ILS set for backup. Arrival is... Oh, we're not on an arrival. We're going to double check it though, just to be sure. Oops, I did not. That procedures arrival. Yeah, see, there's the knot. I could grab the knot, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to take the disco and then just turn in. Yeah, so we're going to do the approach. It'll be the ILS because there's no RNAV. Kind of weird they don't have an RNAV approach. ILS 3-2 left Zulu. Tobec. Ugh, I did not mean to do that. Dang it. Procedure, approach, ILS, 3-2 left, Zulu. Select. Tobec. Yep, that should do it. Add the flight plan. Perfect. See, and if we were to add the non-to arrival to C, yeah, see, all that does is just increase. See, I looked at the real world flight, and the real world flight just went out a little bit, like here. Oh, I just realized I didn't have you turned on. The real world flight went out just a little bit, like, why is it, where's my touches? Is gaming mode not on? What's happening? Where are my touches? Wait. Usually it shows my touches on the screen. What's happening right now? What? Where are my touches? I don't understand what's happening. You're gonna be departing in a second? Why don't you just wait? Alright, well usually it shows my touches on the screen. I don't know why that's not happening. I'm very confused. But my prep is pretty much done. So that's all that matters anyways. We're at gate 560 already, so I am ready. Passengers, seatbelt sign on. I forgot to do one thing, which is I want to turn, now that I'm flying passengers again, I want to turn how do I turn this guy on again? Where he talks? Ah.
Flight attendants. Flight attendants, take your seats. Flight attendants, take your seats for takeoff. PNC, préparez-vous au décollage. PNC, regagnez vos sièges et préparez-vous au décollage. Flight attendants, take your seats for takeoff. Flight attendants, take your seats for takeoff.
Alright, we'll keep it American. Okay, I'm gonna reset this and see if it fixes the issue with my touches. I thought that my thing automatically did it when I plugged in.
My name is Sean, and on
whatever.
behalf of the entire crew, I would like to welcome you aboard. They've just closed
Beacon lights on for pushback.
So at this time, I would like to ask you to turn any mobile phones and tablets you may have with you to airplane mode.
APU is on, config 3, fuel is checked, config 2 is on, and
thank you.
begin pushback. And we're going to 26 left. Taxi, runway 26 left. Yeah, see, now my touches are on. Alright, now it's working. And we'll just get out on the apron. That should be good. Engine 1 start. Okay. Trim for takeoff. I think 15 should be fine. Calibrated. Landing lights on for taxi. APU is on. Config 2 nav. Bearing 2 set GPS. Map range. We'll set to arc 10 should be fine. Well, arc 20. And altitude, let's check our departure. The SID, engine 1 is started, engine 2 start. And the SID has us crossing above 2,500, blah, blah, blah. We need to cross at 4,000. Alright, transition altitude is 6,000. So initial altitude 4,000 to Novma. Okay. And climb heading is going to be 257. And that is good. Engine 2 coming up. Yeah, sometimes I like to start engine 1 as I'm pushing back, although technically you probably shouldn't because there's still ground crew in front of your engines and people are walking around, but it doesn't matter. Alright, both engines are green.
And ladies
Excellent.
and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you to direct your attention
And we're
to the
ready for
monitor
taxi.
above as we
26
review the
left.
safety
London
procedures.
Gatwick
Even if you're a
Unicom,
frequent
Southwest
flyer, please visit your
702
full
Victor
attention.
Alpha
Thank you
Heavy,
very much.
taxiing to runway 26
When
left.
the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your belt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a
You've been
moment now
flying
to
the
locate your
DC-10,
rear
huh?
exit.
I've been flying
In
the
some
MD-11,
cases,
which
the
is
nearest exit may
basically
be behind you.
the
If
McDonnell
we need to
Douglas
evacuate the
DC-10,
aircraft,
newer
floor level lighting will guide you towards the exit. Doors
in
can be
freight
opened by moving
configuration.
the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also
APU
be
is
detached
off
and
during
used as a life
taxi.
raft.
Flaps set
Oxygen
for
and air
takeoff,
pressure are always being
5.
monitored. In the
Flaps
event of
5
a
degrees.
depression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To
Autofill
start the flow of
V-speeds.
oxygen, pull the mask towards you.
V-speed
Place
set.
it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, and breathe normally. If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first.
You've been
and
flying
then
the
assist the other
F-16.
person. In the event
I
of an
can't say I have
emergency,
much
please assume
experience
the
with
breathing position as
fighter
displayed.
aircraft.
A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between your armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Pass the
I
straps
feel
around
like I
your
might
waist
have just
and
made a
adjust
wrong
at the
turn.
front. To
I
inflate the
definitely
vest,
just made a wrong
pull
turn.
firmly
Oh
on
no,
the
I'm
right
okay.
cord, only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill the vest, blow into
Okay.
the mouthpieces. Use the whistle and
Wow,
let
I
it
feel like
twitch
I'm
at
going so
potential.
fast with how
Your seat
small this
cushion can
aircraft
be used
is.
as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat.
I forgot, I got
Bring your
used to
arms
flying the
into strap
MD-11.
and hug the cushion to your chest.
APU is off.
We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the laboratories is prohibited by law. You'll find this and all the other safety information in the card located in the seat pocket in front of you. We strongly suggest you read it before takeoff. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you
Oops.
all an enjoyable flight.
Okay. We'll just make a right here.
London Gatwick Unicom, Spooky 916, taxiing to runway 26 left.
Alright, let me check the airport diagram real quick. If I recall, they seem to usually get on, yeah, from here. They usually depart from here. Yep, this is the threshold, elevation 196. And we have 3,300 meters, so that's plenty. I think that's what, a little over 10,000 feet. Alright, so we're in good shape. System, strobe lights on for departure, traffic check. Traffic check complete. Taking off, straight out.
London Gatwick Unicom, Southwest 702 Victor Alpha Heavy is taking off runway 26 left,
Whoops, I
departing
need
straight
to
out.
fix that real quick. I'm no longer heavy.
London Gatwick Unicom, Southwest 702 Victor Alpha is taking off runway 26
Okay,
left,
winds are
departing straight out.
2103. APU off, config 1 set. Alright, we are good to go.
Flight attendants, take your seats for takeoff.
Airspeed alive. D-rated takeoff thrust set.
80 knots. V1. Rotate. V2.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get her
Positive
up.
rate.
You're up.
Gear up.
There we go. Hold her steady. Under 98 knots. Fly heading 257, altitude set.
London Gatwick Unicom.
Flaps up.
Flaps 2 degrees. Flaps 1 degree. Flaps up.
Departing east.
Let's watch our speed, dumbass.
Excuse me.
Flight spoilers extended. Spoilers retracted.
I forgot to reduce speed like a silly Billy. Max 250 knots. That's all they say. LNAV set. We'll maintain 4,000 to Midhurst, then we'll act on a stepped climb. Do a check for traffic. We're all good. Seven miles to Midhurst, and then we'll increase to... Whoa, hello. I thought I set the speed bug, but I didn't. So this is the UK, huh? I never fly here. My first flight in the UK on Infinite Flight, I believe. Oh, actually, well, obviously I landed at Stansted in MD-11, but I didn't even look. I didn't look at the scenery. I didn't have time. All right, let's assume that we've been cleared to climb up to, let's say, flight level 120. And our cruising altitude is going to be flight level, I believe we're going for 370. I'm not sure why the real world flight went 370, because you would think that they would use RVSM Sweden. So it just floated off the ground. You love that when it just floats. You'll love it. I'm not heavy, but I'm not super light either, so I didn't float. We're in good shape. We're good, we're good, we're good. We're worried about overrunning. What do you mean overrunning? The runway? Oh, because you're used to flying it heavy. I get it now. No, you aren't gonna overrun the runway. It doesn't matter how heavy you fly it. 10,000 feet should be enough to get up. Even if you have to go full flaps, or not full flaps, but like flaps 28 or something. Alright, approaching 12,000. We can increase our climb to 280 or 240. And landing lights off. And speed is set for climb, reduce vertical speed to 2,000. Let's just double check that I have. I always get the climb performance data mixed up in my head. We took off at flaps 10 with 40% trim. If it's anything like the MD-11, which they should be fairly similar, pretty rare that anybody takes off lighter than flaps 15. I mean, lower than flaps 15. But then again, that thing is like a behemoth. I take that thing off flaps 15 and 60, trim 60. Increase power slightly. Here we go, 280 knots, that's fine. Freaking auto throttles on this thing are so stupid. The new Skyberry platform. Okay. Wow. Francis. Wow. 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 Climb to 240, 2,000 feet, and 290 knots. Wow, they upgraded the data. Indicative performance data has changed. They're now doing cruise Mach 7.9, climb Mach 7.8. How very interesting. Wish they would add cockpit lighting options. Yeah, it's just lighting. It just takes a lot of programming, and they don't want to spend the time on it. I mean, like, before they do anything, they need to get taxi lighting done correctly. That's it. Nighttime lighting for taxiways and the nose gear taxi illumination needs to be done correctly. And I know they're working on it. I'm sure they're working on it, because if they're not, everybody's going to be very unhappy. I think I can trim down. Wow, like no traffic. Complete and total silence. But yeah, we'd love a lighting update. We would love a lighting update, ladies and gentlemen. It's the one thing people ask for the most. I also really want a 737 MAX 8, but I know I'm not going to get it, so I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm going to stop crying about it, because I know they're not going to give it to me. Okay, flight level 240. We're going to 370. And we can start decreasing to 1,500 feet per minute. And we'll do Mach 7.8 and climb. I don't understand why we need another fighter jet. It seems to me like it's catering to the lowest common denominator. Let's get another fighter jet so people can zip around on casual server some more. And fly their fighter jets into all the oncoming traffic. It drives me nuts. I don't have a good opinion of the vast majority of fighter jet pilots out there. Which I know you say you've been flying the fighter jets, and good for you, but I just don't have a high opinion of fighter jet pilots in general. You may be an exception. I don't know you, so. But a lot of them drive me nuts. But hey, I'm a snob. I'm here for like the serious piloting, the hyper-realistic airline piloting, which obviously, like, that's maybe what, 20% of the people who fly on Infinite Flight at best. Most people who fly on Infinite Flight are just people who just casually hop into flight, do a short flight, blah 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 blah. You know, probably training server, casual, you know. Don't really know ATC procedures that much, or any of the, you know, SIDS and stars all that much, or how to do all that stuff. You know, they just making their best of it. I get it, they want to grow their user base, but I want Infinite Flight to start to be taken seriously as an alternative to PC simulators. I don't think that's going to happen as long as they're catering to fighter jet pilots. I don't know, their whole development timeline seems messed up to me. I think they're messing up things up, but hey, I am not the expert. I agree. C-17 is a nice plane. Would love to see that. But would love to see a C-17. It's a good plane to fly. Yeah, it's very versatile, long range, mid range, short range, doesn't matter. You can use it. You can basically use it for anything. This is recyclable. I don't see a recyclable symbol on it. Oh, recyclable number 1. Okay, recyclable it is. You saw one in person and it stopped on. Oh yeah, dude, those things are sick. I mean, the design of those aircrafts. I mean. I'd love to see one in person, that'd be great. Oh, a little bit of turbulence. Little inty pinty turbulenti. What's our TAS? 457. Woo, my phone sure is heating up. He's heating up alright. Oh lordy. Really only an hour and 17 minutes left, huh? How long have I been streaming? 54 minutes already? Wow. Made the 757 look like molasses, I bet. You generally want to see more specialized aircraft. Yeah. I mean, I'm personally so happy with most of what they've given us that, for my purposes, I feel like I would rather they focus on fixing, like, I want to see some improvements to the physics and the flight modeling for some of these planes. But, you know, minor improvements. I think the physics generally are pretty good. I'd like to see some improvements to scenery, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh my lord, I just cracked it. Woo! And I would really like to see them get everything over on, get Project Metal done and completed. Just get it done. Just get everything over onto the new coding platform, the new operating platform, so that we can start getting stuff that really works. Like, get the lighting fixed. Like, get all these little things that really, they add up. They make a difference. You know what I mean? So that if you show somebody what you got here, that they go, oh wow, that looks really good. This looks like a charter jet. Love that. Like, I like what they did with the clouds, and the dynamic weather is good. I'd like to see even more dynamic weather. Like, imagine once they get rain and thunderstorms and stuff, like, that's what we need. We need rain. Let's get rain, dude. Can you imagine? But that's a lot of processing power. And this thing already, like, sucks battery and everything. Like, they need to get this thing over to a modern architecture so that, you know, it'll be, everything will render more efficiently, and there's just a lot that they need to do, and I suspect that they're just taking their time. Instead, they're working on the aircraft, which is, I understand, you know, everybody wants more aircraft, but God, there are so many aircraft already. I mean, maybe the ability to create custom liveries would be great. You know, if you could have, that would be cool. I know there are a lot of people out there that would love that. Alright, let's start trimming up. Yeah, we're gonna need the trim. Set to Mach 7.9.
In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin.
Nobody's passing around the cabin.
As well as the snacks.
Heck nah.
Alcoholic drinks are also available at a nominal charge.
Ooh, look,
Now, sit back,
the moon looks
relax,
nice.
and enjoy the flight.
Kind of wish I'll move. Just. Well. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. I could see how, like, it would be nice to see. It's a nice dream. I see what you're saying. It's a nice dream, it is. You know, I haven't used RFS. I haven't heard of Aerofly ever before. I've seen people use RFS, which, like, the scenery looks good, and I'm not familiar with the weather. X-Plane Mobile's pretty good. The graphics are pretty good. The physics are fairly good. Yeah, I mean, I think X-Plane Mobile's fairly good. It's just so introductory in terms of what they offer. So, I haven't used X-Plane Mobile in years, so it's probably even changed a fair amount now. I sure am glad I found infinite flight, man. Ooh, broken and overcast, huh? Along the way. Yeah. Let's do it. Weather. Would like to see more complicated clouds, but that's not going to happen for a long time. I'd rather see weather, like real rain first. Like, I would like to see them simulate a wet runway. But that involves additions to a lot of physics, to a lot of, I mean, like, whew. What they really need is to get bought by a major company. Which comes with its own risks, you know. Company's gonna want to come in, monetize it, do certain things that could, you know, interfere with the general goals of the community. But that's sort of what they need, is to get bought by someone with real money, big money, to come in and spend a bunch of money on like upgrading the whole thing. You know, the likelihood is that they mess it up though, so I don't know. Careful what you wish for. Let's look at live ATC. Let's see if LEMD is on live ATC. Nope. Are there no Spanish frequencies? Europe airport feeds. Finland, Amsterdam. No Spain and no UK frequencies. That's awesome. Aeroflying has good scenery, volumetric cloud, and 3D buildings. Interesting. Yeah, too bad it'll never happen. Let's turn on anti-aliasing. Graphics, anti-aliasing on. Okay. I turned anti-aliasing on and look, not working. Because look, it's all still aliasing. You know, like their whole thing with the graphics, like their graphics settings are a joke. Just forget it. It's only an hour left. I mean, I could save battery by going and turning rendering quality to medium, and then there's the risk that it won't load the airport or something when I get down there. But they're not going to do anything with the graphics until they get on Project Metal. You know, I think that there's a lot that they can do. They're not going to do it until they get to Project Metal. They need to focus on that. Rawr. 220 feet per minute. It's not bad at all. It's under 300. That's all that matters. Sometimes you just take what you can get. You know what I mean? Hope you had a good flight. I am about 9 minutes from top of descent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out real quick, and I will be back hopefully in time for top of descent. So I'll just, 70 miles. I'll just set it. I'll wait until I'm back to set the descent, to start the descent. Alright, I'll be back. my hair. Can you hear me? How we doing? How we doing? I need you more than anyone does. Alright, we need to land to and go to Terminal 2. That's not an issue. We'll just double check it. From the start. Oh, it won't show me until I get closer. Okay. That's okay. I know that Terminal 2 is a left turn off the runway, so that's all I need to know. It'll be doing good. Are you in a flight right now? Alright, it'll be a left turn. Decide not to do the second leg. Ripperonis. Ripperonis to your pepperonis, my dudes. Missed approach. So let's just check now. Airport elevation is 1998. Oh, interesting. They've got the missed approach fixes now. See, and I'll probably want to go to Rofix. I think that's gonna be. I'm gonna go this. I'm gonna continue out from Disco, make left towards Rofix. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. So let's maintain this heading. Why do you bear me a boo? And we can start reducing speed ever so slowly to 290 knots. We'll go config 1. And we can trim down. And that's good. And map range 40, we'll just leave it like that for now. So map 80.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now move around the cabin. However,
No, you
we
may
always
not.
recommend
Changed
keeping
our
your
minds.
seatbelt fastened while you're seated in case we encounter turbulence.
Oh, there we go. and we'll plan on grabbing the ILS, but I think I'll hand fly it in. Let's get the lights on. Cabin lights on. Whoops. Here we go. Much better. God, I really need a haircut. I'm starting to feel poofy. I don't like being poofy. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. And then 4,000 at sea. I32L. So PDT, that's 5,000. And then 4,000. Kind of weird. They say 4,000 at 6.2 DME. It also says 4,000 at FI32. That's not right. That's gonna be 5.7 nautical mile. Yeah, that's not right. Bring it into, that's 2,000. Huh. How very interesting. The chart doesn't really perfectly line up with what's on here. Why would you be at 4,000, 5.7 miles? That's too high. Should be about 150 feet below that. Yeah, we'll change our nav to ILS when we're in. I'll probably do this with the HUD. We'll see if there's a... You came in, you were at 115 knots. That's way too slow. That's way below VREF. Alright, let's make our left turn. Let's see, our approach is on 323, so if you subtract 80, 180, it'd be 143. So we want to be on heading 143. That should line us up for a left traffic. HUD makes landing so much easier. Yeah, it really does. I like the challenge of doing it without. The only time I'll really be doing it is if I have a crosswind coming at me, or I really can't see the runway for some reason. mean, here I'm pretty sure, you know, I'm what? Let's see. I'm just 25, 30 miles from the airport. So I should see it ahead of me off to the left soon, somewhere around here. It's probably right behind the A pillar. Yeah, that's gotta be it. It's gotta be right there. $14,000. Still coming in at 1,300 feet per minute. And we'll keep the speed up all the way till about 11,000. We'll bleed off 40 knots. Because, yeah, it's what at our 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 10:30, 12, 11, 10. It's got to be right here. Can't see it yet. It's got to be there. Here we go. 25 miles. Announce inbound landing. Runway 32 left. Left traffic.
Adolfo Suarez Unicom, Southwest 702 Victor Alpha is 23 nautical miles to the west at 12,800
I'm surprised I didn't see it already.
Inbound for landing.
No
Will make left
lights?
traffic for runway 32 left.
Oh, I see lights. There we go. There's some lights. That's not our airport. Or maybe that is. Can't tell. I don't think so. Although it is possible. I do see what looks like a terminal. Thank gosh it decided to load. Thank giddly gosh. I mean, it's pretty much at a 45-degree angle to me. It's gotta be like right here. That could be it. That looks like, oh, there are 2 runways. But that definitely doesn't line up with what this thing has 4 runways as far as I know. Let me look at the diagram one more time. 2 adjacent runways with 2 runways next to it. That's not it. There's just no way that's not it. Nope. So it hasn't loaded in yet. Yeah, that's way too close. There we go. That's it. No. No, that's directly in front of me. It's not it. I mean, I'm passing a beam now. It should be like... I should be a beam. It's just... I'm just not close enough yet for the lights to be visible.
Let's watch our speed, dumbass. Flight spoilers extended.
Come on, scrub off the speed. There we go.
Flaps 1
Give
degree.
it flaps.
Spoilers retracted.
I'm directly abeam the runway. It's gotta be like right here. Alright.
Adolfo Suarez Unicom, Southwest 702 Victor Alpha is on left downwind, runway 32 left.
Too slow now. Here's hoping my runway loads in. Yay. Give it some trim. Love to watch the trim wheel move. You don't get that in the MD-11. That's gotta be it. Yeah, that's it back there. I think. Who knows? We'll see once I line up. Alright, we're below 10,000, so let's make sure we got everything set up. Landing lights. Inform the cabin. APU off, config 2. And we'll start a left turn in a second. Let's calibrate. And heading off. Start a left turn nice and easy. Am I trimmed too high? I'm definitely going a little too fast, but 250 knots is fine. I'd really prefer to be at 230.
Adolfo Suarez Unicom, Southwest 702 Victor Alpha is on left base, runway 32 left.
There we go. 230 knots is perfect. We'll go to 210 as we get in a little closer. And we'll drop to 180 for final. I think I preferred that. Yeah, we want to line up right up for the 10 nautical mile final. That it? No, it's got to be over here. Excuse me, I didn't ask you to turn.
Flaps 2 degrees.
Whoa! Is that it? Something else. Nope. Alright, let's start turning in. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5 degrees.
That's it. There it is. Or a little bit right. Now we're on target. Alright. Pull her back. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10 degrees.
15.
Flaps 15 degrees.
Adolfo Suarez
Final.
Unicom, Southwest 702 Victor Alpha.
25.
Flaps 25
Runway
degrees.
32 left.
It says we're low. And we're right. Flaps 30.
Flaps 30 degrees.
Gear
Gear
down.
down.
Alright, calibrate.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing, please.
Are we still low? We're still low. Let's trim up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get the speed up. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. Alright, 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 alright. We're good, we're good, we're good. Get her down to 140 knots. There we go. Too fast. God dang it, the trim is all out of whack.
Glide slow.
I know, I know. Give me a sec, okay? There we go. There we go. Spoilers armed. Config 2. Alright, there we go. Give me more trim. Give me more trim. Give me more trim.
500.
There we go. Be afraid of trim. Everything's good.
Approaching minimums.
Speed is good. We're a little low. That's okay. We're gonna
Minimums.
float it.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Landing spoilers extended.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it's safe for you to move about. At this
Spoilers
time, you
off.
may use your
Spoilers
phone or
retracted.
Please check
APU
around
start.
your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you. And please use caution when opening the overhead bin, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a pleasant stay.
Whoa, come
Adolfo
on.
Suarez Unicom, Southwest 702 Victor Alpha is clear of all runways.
Get the flaps up.
Flaps 1 degree. Flaps up.
It wasn't a bad landing. I think that was pretty good. I think my flare was a little late, but that's okay. Just a tad late, just a second. I got used to flying the heavies. I was trying to compensate it by not flaring too early. Alright, we're picking any of these Terminal 2. We'll go in here. Alright, this looks good. Forgot to get the landing and strobe lights handled early, but whatever. Beacon lights off. Config 3, 7,000 pounds remaining. Planned was, oh my gosh, 7,100. Oh my gosh, we used the exact amount of fuel planned. No way. Burn 9,320. Wow. Look at that. That's good flight planning right there. That feels good. Alright, engines are at 0. Trim to 0. Nav lights off. Excellent. And deplaning the passengers. APU off. And battery off. In flight. Confirm. 1 hour 47. What was my planned time in there? 1 hour 47. Estimated time en route 1 hour 47. Wow. That's fantastic. I love that. Generate flight report. And this is UX 1014. UX 1014. AE code share. Create report. Yes. And here. Unplug everything. Now, it said I landed at 326 feet per minute. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. One sec while I log in. Whoops, I can't type, that's why. Okay. file the right one. EGKK to LEMD. Date is technically correct, and it's UX 1016, but AEA 1014. We're gonna go back and look because I don't think that was 326 feet per minute, but maybe it was, and I'm just so used to flying the big plane that I misjudged it. I mean, possible. Yep, UX 1014. Hours 147. Fuel used 4,200. Aircraft. And multiplier code. I don't think I have one this time. All right. So that's filed. Flying the big planes is it's a challenge, but it's fun. I like it. Like when I first I tried to fly the A330-200 freighter one, and I couldn't do it. I did not like it at all. Probably has something to do with it being an Airbus. It just didn't feel right. But I flew the MD-11, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is so hard to fly. But after like 2 or 3 flights, just doing patterns in it, I was like, okay, I feel how this thing flies now. I feel it, you know. The DC-10F, that's got to be so simple. That's got to be basically the MD-11. Because the DC-10 and the MD-11 I know are like related. DC-10 versus MD-11. Slightly faster. Oh, longer and taller, huh? Father versus son. I strongly recommend, if you get the chance, fly the MD-11. It's very interesting. All right, let's look back at we got our flight report done. Let's look back and check and look and see. I want to see that land. Oh shit, I just accidentally went back to fly. I want to see that landing. Let's see. Replays. What's happening? Why did it crash? Wow. IF crashed. First time it's crashed for me in a while. Let's see if it'll even let me watch this replay. There we go. I definitely got the gear and everything out kind of later than I'm used to. Okay, I'm within range here. There we go, evened it out. Let the nose down a little. Didn't I started to flare early and then I compensated. I was like, okay. Oh, that did look like it was about 320 feet per minute. That was not ideal. Let's see again. Oh, I'm too slow. That's why. I pulled it. I did what I do in the MD-11 because it's so heavy and it comes in so fast, and you have to come in fairly quickly. That I pulled it back. I pulled the throttle back too early. Why don't the spoilers stay on? That's interesting. Spoilers on actually corresponds to reverse thrust. That's interesting. No, I wasn't too fast. I wasn't too slow. I just flared too late. Look at it. 129 knots. I pulled it back gently. Here I'm at... Yeah, here I'm 20 feet above the... 10 feet above the runway. Yeah, it was like 320. And I touched down 121 knots, which is actually correct. 121 knots is correct for the 737. So I just flared too late. Yeah, I flared too late. Damn. I need to not get in the habit of throwing out the reverse thrust. Yeah, I need to get in the habit of throwing out the reverse thrust later, not the second that I touch my rear wheels down. I mean, it didn't look really rough, but still. Yeah, it was a little bit tough. Yeah. What was my nose angle? 6.9 degrees. That's fine. If I'd flared a little earlier, I would have drift speed a little bit. Yeah, see, that flares at the last. I flared at like 10 feet. That's the problem. I should have flared it, you know, a second or two earlier. Alright, well, we figured it out. A bit of a thud. Bit of a thud. It wasn't too bad, but it was a bit of a thud. Okay, well, so it goes. Tempting to do another flight, but it's late. So is that it? I think that's it. Thanks for coming, Graphite. Appreciate you. It's always good to have you here, Brooder. My next flight. Let's just think about my next flight. Here. Let's unplug this. Let's think about the next flight. I'm not gonna do it now, but I can think about it now. Oh, many options. So many options. Hello. Let's sort by duration. Woo, Mexico. This, I want to do this one. This will be a nice overnight. This is Santiago, Chile. I want to do that one. Let's do a quick search, see if there are any more SCELs. SAEZ. See, now that's interesting. This could get me over into South America. You know, I go LEMD, I go Madrid to Santiago, long flight. Then Santiago to this one. Argentina, nice. Then this one. Or I could go all the way back to Madrid if I wanted to. But I do want to get back to the US eventually. You only do overnights on the weekend? Yeah, it doesn't make a difference to me, weekend or not, because I'll start it and go to sleep. I'll just start it and go to sleep and hope I wake up in time. If I don't, well, no harm. You know, if I get violations, two or three violations from overspeed or something like that because I ran out of gas, no harm. I don't have any violations. SBKP. So what is this? Whoops. Brazil, Sao Paulo. Okay. Then from SBKP, I'm pretty sure this gets me back to the US. Ooh, I could go back to Chile. Start it all over again. Or just shoot up to Miami. Could do SKBO. This is Bogota, Colombia. And then I can go to Miami from there. I mean, that seems pretty clean to me. That seems like a good idea to me. What is this? SBGL? Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, that one's not so great because then I have to turn around and go straight back to. I want to do this one. Let's see how long this one actually is. 13 hours. There's a UK FlightAware site? Really? I didn't know that. What is m.ibcl? What is this? What is this? Some weird FlightAware site? Proto site or something? What the heck? IBCL? Whoa. That's weird. Get me off of this thing. Latam. What do they fly on this one? A330-300. So this should be comparable. Yeah, this should be about right. "13 hours, 9 minutes. That's quite the flight. Get that thing started. Start it up right before bed. Get to cruise and just knock out. That's perfect. And then I can do it and then I can land it in the morning. That could work nicely. Subscribe to FlightAware Global for access to Eurocontrol data. Oh look, they've got a route and everything. Interesting. Okay, I think that's the next flight. I don't usually like doing super long flights either. I almost never do long hauls. So that's why this will be a fun little experience for me. I've only recently been sort of messing around with different length flights. I mean, I like the one thing I like about a long haul, if it's long enough. If it's like 6 hours or 7 hours, then I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, then I can't sleep. I literally have to like sit there and do it during the day, which means I can't use my phone because I only have one device. But if it's 13 hours, I can do it overnight. I can take I can sleep, you know, 8 hours, 9 hours, and then that'll give me probably 3 hours during the day that I'll still be in the air. I mean, heck, I could even at that point, once I wake up, just knock the speed up to maximum and just land it. I think it's fine. I think it's doable. But I have to fly the A330. And I'm not familiar with the A330, which means I'm going to need to do some training flights before I do this. So maybe I won't do this right away now that I think about it. I do want to do this, but I'm not going to do it right away. So maybe instead I'll do some shorter hops that maybe I can use to get comfortable with the... Oh, I want to do this one too. Some shorter hops I can do maybe to get comfortable. I mean, these are all going to be... Pardon. These are all going to be ERJ. Yuck. I'm not flying that. Here, let's go back here. Do a new search. Going to Zurich to LA, London to Dallas. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't know. What's an ultra long haul? How long is an ultra long haul? Where do you cut that off? I mean, if I get used to flying the A330 though, then I could fly the A330-200 for UPS. That could be interesting. Fly that around South America. I want to fly around. I want to fly around Europe a little bit more first. Go by duration. Seriously? So I need to get used to flying the A330. That's what's happening here. And in order to get used to flying the A330, I'm not going to do it on a Europa flight. So I might as well... But I can get used to flying this A330, which, you know, they're going to be fairly similar. This is not an 8-minute flight. I don't know why it says that. This is a 1 hour, 8-minute flight. I can change that, but I'm not going to do that right now. LFPG. Do I have an LEMD to LFPG? No. Because we didn't get any Paris flights from them. I should have insisted on picking some of these routes. These routes don't connect. I can fly back. I can do a connecting flight through a deadhead through the UK. SCEL to Sayez. Yeah. I already looked at that. think I need to make a map or something. Any routes to Athens? Atlanta to LGAV. Is that Athens, LGAV? No, I don't see anything. I don't think we got anything to Athens. So I need to stick with LEMD. This is the one. This is the one that allow me transition back to UPS routes. Because if this is just next door to, this is like Frankfurt, and there's EDDK is right next to Cologne. I mean, I could do any of the others, and I could go back to EGKK. So maybe I should just do some short hops. See, now it's coming down to the question. I do want to fly around Europe some more, but I've also been flying around Europe for a while, so maybe I should, I don't know what to do. Get on the A330. That's what I need to do, so I can do that long haul. In order to get on the A330, I need to get back onto the UPS track. In order to get back onto the UPS track, I either need to go back to the UK or I need to go to Germany. I do want to visit all these different locations, but I think this is what I need to do. This is the next flight. But I need to make a map of all of these. Let's do it. Route. Shut up. Yeah, see, this is what I need to do. Now, go to Sky Vector. Whoa, what is this? Oh yeah. Now let's look. Okay, so we can ignore these. Oh yeah. Now we can see it all. Hope the 767 is reworked soon. I have not flown it, sir. Funny thing is, I like to stay in my little comfort zone, so this is all very different for me of all these different things. Tenerife? Oh yes, I want to fly to Tenerife. Oh yes. Oh, that is happening. Oh, I'm flying to Tenerife. Las Palmas and... Wait, we didn't get Tenerife. Well, whatever. Close enough. So EBBR. What's nearby? Okay. Turn off text weather. Okay, now we can properly see. Give me VFR. Now we can properly see. Okay. So this is fairly close to that. Okay. Those are the two places that I said, oh yeah, those are close. You can land there, hop in a car, and boom, drive from there. Not very close to this. So EBBR, are these all pairs? Did I do this right? EBBR to LEMD. Yes, these are all pairs. EDK Philadelphia, EDK to this one, EDK to EGNX, EDK to EGSS, EGKK to LEMD, EGNX to Philadelphia, EGNX to EDK, EGSS to EDK, EGSS to Springfield, EHAM to LEMD. Why do I feel like I'm missing some? Oh yeah, because I'm missing all of the L's. See, here's this. This is it here. See now. Sort. Well, forget it. We'll just do it like this. Oh yeah. Here's all the other stuff we were missing. Whoops. God damn it. Okay. Now we will see everything. World VFR. Oh yeah. Now we see everything. What is this? What is this? There's what? Beijing? We have a flight to Beijing? Who put that in there? I don't believe it. Do we really have an LEMD? Does it? We do. We have a flight to Beijing. You gotta be kidding me. I had no idea. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. So, yeah. A lot of stuff there. Oh, what's this? LABL. Barcelona. Barcelona. That's cute. Rome. I want to go to Rome. See, I want to add some that I think maybe will work with Ryanair to get a code share. Maybe we can get some connectors here. I want to add some of the connectors here. Like these are right next to each other. Paris. Oh, LFPO? We have flights to LFPO? I had no idea. I had no idea. Oh, yes, we do. Well, that's perfect. Flight to LFPO will allow me to do LFPG. Which is back to Stansted. I just did that flight. I guess I'd rather do this flight. Yeah, I think the next flight is EDDF. Huh. Very interesting. Any others near each other? Yes, these are the two in Germany. Brussels. Amsterdam. And we have an Amsterdam flight to somewhere. No, we don't. I have ideas. I have ideas. I have ideas. No, that's fine. Charles de Gaulle. Stansted. Where's the EGNX one? I know there was one EGNX. EDDK to EGNX. Ah, right, not from Paris, from here. Yeah, so this is the next route, the next terminus, because I don't see any other options here. This is Brussels, which is fine, except from there where? So if I really want to get on the Airbus, I need to get here. Then I need to hop in a car and go here. Then I need to continue flying around Europe, and that means more UPS flights. But now it's tempting to just fly all of these other routes. I mean, gee. I want to do Tenerife. I want to do Barcelona. I think maybe that's the move. Maybe I just put off the long hauls. I enjoy some short hops. I mean, I want to get back into the US, but I think I just stay out in here in Europe and do some short hauls. What's down here? Ah, yes. Quite good. Quite good indeed. So I thought, okay, my next flight is definitely going to EDDF, but now I'm not so sure. Zurich? There's no way we have flights to Zurich. We do. We do have flights to Zurich. That's also interesting to me. Like, I want to do flights to Zurich. I need to get some more code share flights to fill in these lines. The ones that don't connect. So maybe my next flight is just going to be something from Barcelona. Basically at random. Just pick something from Barcelona. Or from Madrid. Not Barcelona. Madrid. Barcelona is over here. Like, what is this? Porto? Lisboa. That looks good. Very interesting and very tempting. Okay. Good to know. I'm off. If you're still here, thank you very much for being here. If you're not here, have a good night. Or goodbye, or I'm talking to myself. Peace out. Boom, boom, boom. Keep those engines turning. Keep the wheels on the ground and the wings in the air, and keep the crown on your head. I don't know, I'm saying stuff.